So, as many of you know, I've been trying to get someone to go in with me and talk to the cops. Somebody who's not a coward. I've been trying to turn in the sheriff here for, well, since 2018 when he was made aware of one of his deputies not doing their job. This was Deputy Jordan Anderson. Rather than investigate the crimes against me, he did give me the tape. But rather than watch the whole tape, he watched, he watched enough of it that he didn't even see me in the fucking video. He watched enough to hear Graham say that I was autistic, and he changed that word in his own fucking head from autistic to bipolar. He heard whatever would make it okay for him not to do his fucking job. He knew what I was doing at that point in time in 2018. Rather than do something about it, he sent two of his other deputies, Hahn and Selhorst, to harass me. That was 2018. Yesterday, I made phone calls to 911. The abuse that I have to endure every fucking day, they won't do anything about, except threaten, harass, and intimidate me. And that's what they did yesterday. I talked to Leslie again. She apparently had it in her head, and mind you, I recorded all this. She had it in her fucking head that if she keeps on telling me something that I have told her repeatedly does not fucking work, I'd love for it to fucking work. I really would. Anyway, I made calls to try to get help. I've been making calls to try to get help for 4 fucking years. So I called 911, got a hold of Leslie. I went to high school with Leslie. Leslie wants to keep telling me to call the highway patrol. I'm trying to turn in Sheriff DaCosta and his deputies for the way that they have treated me since Natalie fucking died. Not only that, but how they treat males in general. How they used their power as an excuse not to look at the abuse that I was enduring. They used their power to falsely charge me with things that I should have never been charged with. They abused their power to try to make me look crazy so that they didn't have to do their jobs, so that it justified them not doing their jobs. I started off as I always do. I was nice. She kept on giving me the same fucking bullshit over and fucking over again. So she told me to call the Nebraska State Patrol. I called the Nebraska State Patrol. They won't do anything. It's not their job. They're not allowed to investigate other agencies. Meanwhile, I'm told by these other agencies I have to go to the Nebraska State Patrol. This went back and forth 6 times yesterday. 6 times I called the Nebraska State Patrol. 6 times the Nebraska State Patrol refused to fucking do anything. 6 times they told me I have to go to my predators and have my predators investigate themselves. My predators include the Dual County Sheriff's Department. I call them, they're telling me, oh, well, you need to come in and talk to us. Well, I do go in and talk to you. And then you tell me, well, we're not allowed to investigate ourselves. Fuck. See, I had to deal with the same shit in Colorado. I was trying to explain to Amanda Jonas what was going on. This is after she has promised that she's going to help me and she's going to do something about the assault at the Longmont Hospital by one of her coworkers, Officer Burke. Funny thing is, Officer Burke was removed from the Broomfield Police Department, and when he assaulted me, he was working for the Longmont Police Department. I first met him at the Broomfield Police Department the night that I had to force the cops to actually fucking listen to me. My so-called friends threw me out into hell and told me I fucking deserved it, knowing full well that I had been trying to get fucking help for over a goddamn year by the time she disappeared. So Deputy Hammond shows up yesterday. He shows up to fucking intimidate me for trying to turn in his officers. They make bullshit excuses again. I was on the phone with Leslie when Deputy Hammond showed up. The guy whose house I'm at, he come and knock on the door. He said, there's a cop here to talk to you. So I grabbed my recording device and I went outside, talked to him. Leslie was still on the phone. He was nice. Leslie hung up the phone, and then he was a fucking doucher to me. So I called 911 again about the harassment. And again, they told me I got to call the Nebraska State Patrol. And again, the Nebraska State Patrol tells me I got to take it to a supervisor. Not the supervisor at the Nebraska State Patrol, but the supervisor here in Boulder, or here in Chapel. Who is the supervisor here in Chapel? Scott DeCosta, the very sheriff I've been trying to turn in for 3 fucking years. 3 fucking years. What do you do when the cops are your predators? Holy shit. Anyway, it's almost 2:30 in the morning. I'm going to start downloading that. You can tell these cops, they're leaning real heavy on the mentally ill thing. They have been since the start. They knew they fucked up. The sheriff has done everything to not do his fucking job. The information that I requested, I am entitled to by law. And they have repeatedly denied me that right over and fucking over again. Deputy Hammond should not have access to me after what they've done. There is no situation where a human being who is innocent should be treated in such a way. There is no situation where it is okay to tell a Jew that they have to go to a Nazi to turn in that very fucking Nazi. When I said I had to go to my predators to turn in my predators, I wasn't fucking kidding. They just pretend I'm not trying to get help. Fuck, dude, the last 4 goddamn years I've been trying to get help. Being blown off doesn't mean I wasn't trying. Brandon Ratner and I are not friends anymore, and why is that? Same reason as Miss Peaches, same reason as all these other motherfuckers who pretended to care. They didn't. They were too busy talking about themselves. For the first 7 months after Natalie fucking died, I jumped through everybody's goddamn hoops. Sean, you need to do this. Sean, you need to do that. No, you need to help me or it's not going to work. And they didn't help me and it didn't work. That's because when you're called mentally ill, nobody fucking cares. As long as it's not happening to them, that's the thing, is that none of these people actually cared about me. They were too busy helping my fucking predators. I barely had any fucking time to try to go there and get the help that they promised. But my predators got to spend plenty of time with them. The predators that I'm fucking trying to turn in get to manipulate my friends. Well, they're not my friends anymore. A friend wouldn't let an innocent person be harmed for 3 fucking years. A friend would fucking listen with the intent of understanding instead of victimizing me and treating me like fucking shit for asking for help. All of these people after Natalie died made every excuse not to keep their word. They shouldn't have given their word. That's the problem with disabled people. You tell us these things, but you don't actually ever intend on keeping your word. If I was a pretty girly, oh yeah, you'd keep your word. But I'm not a pretty girly, so you blow me off. Blow me off. I have to be afraid of the fucking police everywhere that I fucking go. Everywhere that I go, I need protected from police. When people abuse me for being disabled, for being different, I get told that it's my fault for being different. No, 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 you son of a bitches. I did not ask to be born with Rett syndrome. I did not ask for your assumptions about my disabilities. I didn't ask for you to fucking victimize me for being a good man. I didn't ask for you to slander my name, to physically assault me, but you did it anyway. A gentleman at the north end of town ain't gonna be too happy with me. See, it's not evil people that make this world suck so much. It's people who want to pretend that they're good people who turn a blind eye. It's not happening to them. And that's the thing with the guy up north. I've jumped through every fucking hoop that I can for him. I've done everything that I can for him within my abilities. And it's not good enough. The fact that he knew about Sandy Fromm threatening my life. He even knows the guy who Sandy went to try to have me killed. So we're going to listen to that video. You're going to hear a lot of cursing. You don't get to abuse me and pretend like I'm a predator because I fucking cursed at you. People are fucking dead, Leslie.